channel, Sandy Toe Tarot. My name is Laura. I am doing a weekly reading for September 13th through 19th, but this week I'm kind of mixing it up. I've been trying to figure out a way to do a weekly reading for all the signs. It takes a lot of time, particularly with the uploading. I'm having a little bit of an issue with uploading right now, so I decided to do it this way. I'm going to do one video for the earth signs, but I'm going to split it up, and I'm going to do an individual reading for all the signs, and that would be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. For each one of those signs, in this video, I will pull one oracle card for a general energy for the week, like what's coming up for this week, and then I'll pull the tarot cards, 3 tarot cards for detail. I hope this works. If you do like this particular format, please give the video a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so and hit that bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. So I'm pretty excited about this. I hope it works out. I will put the timestamps in the description box below, and that way you can go directly to your reading for your particular sign. Okay, here we go. Okay, so welcome back, Taurus. These are going to be your messages for September 13th through the 19th. So what I'm doing this week is I'm pulling one oracle card to kind of get a general energy for the reading or for the week, and then I'm pulling 3 tarot cards to get a little more detail. I'm still using the Herbal tarot cards this week because it's still Virgo season, and these remind me, these are very earthy, just like you guys. For the oracle card, I'm going to pull you a Sacred Traveler Oracle by Denise Lynn. And so that's what we're going to do. Oh, that jumped out, so we're going to use it. Okay. So, for the energy for the week, navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. That's a nice card. Okay. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know sometimes you can't see the road ahead, but when you become still, you can feel the right way to go. It's like navigating by the stars. You might not be able to see every detail of the path for your life, but when you trust the light of the stars, your silent spirit guardians, and the joy of your guiding North Star to navigate in the darkness, in the morning light, you find yourself at the right place at the right time. This is very much like the moon card in the tarot, where you don't get to see the whole path, but you just have to trust. You have to use your instincts and move forward. It's kind of very similar to that. Okay, well, that one fell out. So what other details do you have for the Taurus this week? What details do you have? Okay, I'm gonna use all those because they popped out. So in addition to the 10 of Swords, we have the 8 of Cups, the Empress card, the 7 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. Okay, you guys, all right, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get one more for that 7 of Swords. Oh, my Taurus babies, my Taurus babies. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, I don't need that. I need one of these for the 7 to go with that 7 of Swords. I'm going to read these together, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. So, okay, good. Good, good, good. All right. Not the easiest of weeks coming up for you guys. That's why this is saying you're just going to have to follow your intuition. They're going to be, it's a mixed bag, but it ends up well. The news is good. The Nine of Swords is the card of worry and anxiety. You've been worried about something. It is a situation that's not good. It's going to be different for all of you guys. It could be anything. It could be a work situation. It could be love situation. It could be friendship. It could be it could literally be anything. But you've had a lot of anxiety around a problem that is happening in your life. Could be some kind of family thing going on. I don't know what it is. It's going to be different for all of you. But this is the card of up at night, worrying about stuff, having a lot of anxiety about something, losing sleep over it. But the sort of the message of this card is a lot of it is in your head. Maybe have not been practicing good self-care around this time, this anxiety-ridden time in your life. Like, if you were going through something like this, you know, we all have anxieties in our life. But if you were going through something like this, but you were still taking care of yourself, like you were exercising and you were doing your yoga and you were meditating and you were, you know, just generally taking care of yourself, some of this would not be so bad. Because the message of this card is a lot of it is in your head. Okay. I'm not saying all of it because clearly there is something that is going on here and it has to end, and it is ending. It is ending like it has ended, and that's where that brings us to this week, or it's ending this week. Now, I will say this. The Ten of Swords is kind of, it's tough energy. It's like there's something bad going on here. There's a little backbiting that you can't see it, but there's the person down here because they have like 10 swords stuck in them, and it's bleeding out into the snow. Why it's wintertime, I don't know. It's, you know, things are bad all over with this card. However, it is kind of a good card because it's, to me, it's the stick a fork in me, I'm done card. It's not like this is happening to you. It's like you're making a decision to leave this situation. I am done with this and I am moving on. And that is exactly what this card is saying. The Seven of Swords is always taking your leave. It is always, there's been some trickery going on here. There's been some deceit going on here. It is making the decision to leave the situation, but you have to take some responsibility for what has happened, some of what has happened here. There's no blame game here. You've done your part to make this situation not good. They've done their part to make this situation not good. So you have to take some responsibility. Also, the message of this card is you're taking some problems with you. Like, though you are getting out of this situation, you still have some things that you need to work on. No judgment there. We all have things that we need to work on. But you do have to take some responsibility for what has happened. You are leaving this situation. You're looking out on the world to figure out where you want to go next. This is a very positive card. The message of the card is you're looking at the whole world to make a decision about how you move forward and where you move to and what you do. This is not looking in your own backyard. This is not looking in your town. This is not looking even in your state. This is looking out at the whole world to make a decision about where you want to go next and what you want to do. The good news is that you're going back to something that you were at one time very passionate about. It's a soul thing. It's this Eight of Cups is the card of taking your leave to pursue that ninth cup. 8 cups is pretty good, right? But you do not feel like you will be fulfilled as a human being if you do not pursue that ninth cup. And that, again, can be so many things. It can be a job that you've always wanted to do. It can be a hobby that you wanted to do for a long time, but you gave up. It can be you've always wanted to try to start your own business. Whatever it is that you love, it's pursuing what you love. It's pursuing your heart's desire is what it is. And the good news is that will bring a great deal of abundance to you. It will put you in this position of being the completely abundant Empress Queen. The Empress is the culmination of all of the queens. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of, what's the other one? Wands. All of the queens together. She is a completely abundant, she's an empress. She is not a queen. She has it all. It can be the card of Earth Mother. Sometimes it's the card of being pregnant, like birth, but it's mostly birth of creative ideas. So this is where you are heading as you leave this situation behind. You're looking out to the world to decide what it is that you really, really want to do. You're going to pursue your heart's desire, and it eventually leads you to this place of absolute abundance. So while this week might be a little bit rough, you're going to a better place. You don't get to see the whole picture right now, but just keep moving forward, trust your instincts and your intuition, and you will wake up tomorrow and find you're on the right path. So that's all I have for the Tauruses. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste. So welcome back, Virgos. These are going to be your messages for September 13th through the 19th. Happy birthday, by the way, Virgos. So what I am doing this week is I am picking an oracle card to get the energies for the week, just what's up, and then I'm picking 3 or so Herbal tarot cards to provide detail for that oracle card. I am, for you guys, using the Sedona and Oracle deck by Kathleen Gabriel. This is a fun deck to me. I think it's kind of fun. And Virgos can be kind of fun too, so that's why I'm using this particular deck for you guys. So let's see if we can figure out what's coming up for Virgos September 13th through 19th. Virgos. Well, just one fell out that time, so I'll use that one. Mingus Mountains, Indirect Source. Let's see what that means. Indirect source. Okay. The mountain range borders the beautiful green Verde Valley and is quite visible from Sedona. Red rock energy bounces from the mountains right back into the atmosphere. Whatever is happening in your life, it may not originate from where you may think. It is important to be aware of all energies coming toward you. Okay, that's interesting. May not come from where you think. Whatever's happening. It's kind of clandestine, isn't it? All right, let's see if we can get a little clarity on that with these tarot cards. What do we got for Virgo this week? Okay, so the first card you got is Suspended Person. That is a Major Arcana card. In fact, it is the only Major Arcana card here. So that's kind of the main thing that's going on in your life right now, or this week for September 13th through 19th. This Suspended Person coincides with the Hanged Man in the Major Arcana cards or the Rider-Waite Major Arcana cards. It is a state of suspended animation. It is a state of taking a time out to look at things from a different perspective. If you notice, he's hanging upside down with a rope on one leg, by the way. This is very loose. He can get himself down at any time that he wants to. But it is just comes along, this card comes along when things are kind of at a standstill right now. Or they have been up until now, up until this week. Because you got the King of Wands here. Interestingly, this is the card of Aries, but it is also a card of an older gentleman who's very interesting. He's an interesting person because he has had a lot of adventures. It's a card of adventure, which I don't really associate with Virgos too much because they're earthy signs. What I think this card is about for you guys is maybe the entrepreneurial spirit of an Aries. Like maybe you had a desire to start your own business and you took up that wand, you know, like you were going to do that. Notice that guy is facing this way. He's facing toward that suspended animation, that hangman. Something hung you up on your pursuit of the new adventure or the new business that you wanted to do. Something stopped that. Could just be where we're at right now in our world with the pandemic and everything kind of being at a standstill. All the social distancing, businesses are not doing very well. So maybe it wasn't, you know, you wanted to start your business, but it wasn't the right time for you to do it, obviously, with the pandemic. So this is kind of the energy that you're coming to this week with, September 13th through 19th. This is a little bit of where you're at. This is what's been happening. So the good news is that, first of all, remember that the problems are necessarily not coming from where you think they are. So maybe you do need to take some time out and look at things from a different perspective. It might be that this was not a good idea. It might be that you want to rethink this. Everything happens for a reason. And I know that's so trite to say, but I truly, truly believe that. Things are always working out for me. Say that to yourself all the time. Things are always working out for me. So if something is not coming together with this, maybe this timeout has been good to reevaluate this, to look at it maybe from a different perspective, to make some different decisions, make some changes in your business plan, something. This timeout has been good. The good news is the Six of Swords is the card of moving on to calmer waters. Things are going to get better. Things are definitely get better. It can be like an actual trip, like taking a little vacation or a mini break and taking a rest from this and not worrying about it. You notice the swords are still in the boat with you, so that means that the problems are still there, but it's nice to take a break from it and maybe come back to it at a later date. So that, I think, is kind of the advice for this week. Maybe you take some kind of mini break, however you can do that. If you can't actually go on vacation somewhere, I know that's hard right now with everything that's going on. Maybe you can just go stay in a hotel somewhere close. Maybe you can just take a long drive if road trips kind of put you at ease or relax you. Maybe you can just go out on a boat if you have one. Maybe you can just go to the spa if that's open. You know, everything's weird right now. Whatever taking a break, a mini break from your situation is to you, that's the advice for this week. Take a break from this and come back to it later. I don't know the ending to this story. This would be a very personal thing. And it wouldn't do any good to pull clarifiers for that because it's going to be different for everybody. But so the ending is still yet to be determined. What is important is that you take a break from it and come back to it. It will give you a different perspective, by the way, anyway. That in itself will give you a different perspective. Leave it for a minute and then come back to it later. Sorry to leave you in that with that cliffhanger, but that happens sometimes, right? Okay, until next week, I'm sending you guys lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, Capricorns. This is going to be your reading for September 13th through the 19th. We'll see what's coming up for you guys this week. But I did want to mention this. Jupiter, on the 12th, yesterday, Jupiter turned direct in the planet of Capricorn. So that, I think, has got to be very fortunate for y'all. I don't know my astrology too well, but I do know that's got to mean something really good for y'all because Jupiter is a planet of luck and fortune. So I like that for y'all. So that starts, there's been a lot of planets that have been retrograde this year, and so Jupiter turning direct starts, the other planets will start moving direct now too, which is good because it's been a little bit of a rough couple years for Capricorn. It's been a little bit of a rough couple years for Aquariuses too. So we are right there with y'all. I feel your pain. Okay, so what I'm doing this week is I'm getting first I'm getting an oracle card for the energy of the week, and for you guys I'm using the Angels and Ancestors Oracle by Kyle Gray, and then I'm pulling just a few tarot cards to get some detail about the energies that are coming up this week. So let's just see what we can get for the Capricorn, September 13th through the 19th. What's coming up for Capricorn, September 13th through the 19th? September 13th through 19th. Let's see what we can get here. White Witch, be the light. It's a pretty card. Okay, so the message is take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile toward you or someone else, or you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you are being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing a drama? You will know the answers. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine the light where light you were born to share. Okay. Be the light. It's a good card. Capricorns can be fiercely loyal too. Like if someone's being picked on, they're going to help. I think that's the Capricorns I know anyway. Okay, 10 of Cups. Nice. All right, 2 more for the tarot for details for this card. Be the light. 2 more cards. What's coming up for the Capricorns? 1 more, please. Okay. So I'm going to tell you this. As I was shuffling both of those decks, you had a lot of cards that turned up. Actually, I'm going to pull them out here. There's a lot going on with you guys, is what I'm saying. I'm just gonna do it. I'm feeling compelled to pull these out for you guys. Nice. Because I noticed that they flipped up, and I don't usually do this, but something is telling me to do this. I think y'all need more of a message than everybody else. You've got a lot more going on. Okay, so what we got here is very good, the Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved, and She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. Just putting those down there. Those are just additional messages for you guys. All right, so let's take a look at what we got here. All right, so this is talking about being the light, making the choice to be the light when there's negative stuff going on. So it does feel like there's some conflict here. You got both of the cards of conflict. Five of Swords is serious conflict. It's this happens a lot in the workplace. It's that kind of, people can lose jobs, you know, over this kind of conflict. This is just a little more petty. This Five of Wands is still conflict, but it's a little more small potatoes compared to this. So it does feel like that you are surrounded by a situation where there is a lot of conflict. So you do have an opportunity to be the light for someone else. You're going to have an opportunity to make a choice to help other people and to shine a positive light on what's going on. So the other cards you have here are the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So the Knight well, Knights are always bringing something into your life, and this particular Knight is holding a cup. The cup can be someone that's offering you something in the way of a relationship, but it can also be offering you a healing in the way of emotion. With that card showing up with the Ten of Cups, which is a happy family card, it makes me think that what this particular Knight is offering to you is a healing to your family that brings it into a happier place. So to me, that feels like where the problem is. There is some kind of turmoil going on in your family. Look at this, be the light again. White Witch, be the light. So choose to remove yourself from the drama and the bickering and all that negative energy, and see how you might be able to change the energy. How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself first of all? But how can you help someone that's being picked on in this family situation? Are you the one that's causing this? If you are, then make a different decision. That's always the choice. That's always something that you can do. Make a different decision and choose to take the higher road. And I think you do, because this is my Leo card, first of all. It's a card of inner strength. It is a card of feminine strength. It's a card of not muscling your way through a situation, not ramrodding your way through a situation, but using tact and diplomacy to affect a change. And the Sun is being here is also the Leo is ruled by the Sun. So I don't know if maybe a Leo plays into this family situation, or maybe at the Leo time, some kind of drama started, and that would have been at the end of July, early August, like some drama started. But this Sun card being here is the most positive card in the deck, and it means that you will be able to break free from the past. You will heal. This is a very positive card. So by you choosing that positive road and taking the high road and spreading around love instead of hate and anger and turmoil, you're going to be able to affect a very positive change in this situation, in your family. I think it's your family. So I'm going to go ahead and read these, the she-wolf, the heart guardian and the she-wolf, because they did pop out for you. I just want to be sure you guys get the whole message here. Okay, so for the heart guardian, the message is welcome with open arms, opportunities to give and receive love. You are loved, lovable, and loving. The energy of love is surrounding your whole world at this time. Angels are swirling around you, encouraging you to open your heart and reveal the blessings that you have to offer. They want you to know that you are a highly loving being who deserves to give and receive love. If you are finding it challenging to feel love at this time, it's important for you to give yourself credit where it's due. You are also encouraged to welcome support from others. Learn to receive. Don't try and do everything on your own. If you are working on a relationship or in a new relationship, this card can usher in energies that allow you to forge a powerful connection with your partner. Love is in the air. That's almost very similar to this. Choose a positive path and spread the love. How can you spread the love? Okay, so interestingly enough, since these are Leos, Leo also got this card, so you might want to take a look at that reading. If you have if your ascendant is a Leo or your moon sign, one of your important signs, you might want to take a look at that reading because they also got this. I love this card, by the way, the she-wolf. Let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. You're being rewilded at this time, guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within help you track down what direction you want to go in, and don't let any traps or hunters get in the way of your freedom or your growth. The life you want is here. This is a good time for you guys. But this is all about love. It's about very much healing your own self, and taking the higher road, choosing to take the higher road and choosing love. And you can heal this family situation that you've got going on here. You're going to break free from the past and move forward. This is good. After some struggles, you're on the right path. Okay, so that's all I have for my Capricorns. Until next time, I'm sending you guys lots of light and love. Namaste.